Brown.
Sam, I know it's taken some patience on your part to bust out, but you had to feel good about today.
Most definitely. Football is patience and life is patience. So you can't really, dwell on the times that it's not going your way. It's just about pushing the next, just being one of my next rep.
How much do you guys on the offense kind of enjoy a game like today where it's like you got to score on every possession? Like, how does that affect your energy and attitude?
It's not necessarily like that's our goal. Like, you feel me? It's not necessarily we reaching it. Like, that's the standard. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just meeting our standard every day. You feel me? That's all it is. Just trying to keep the main thing. We gotta score every drive, be the best offense, play by play, possession by possession, game by game.
Sam, on your touchdown, you just take us through how were you able to get as wide open as you were?
You want the whole scheme?
Whatever tell us.
It's pretty much just a little vertical concept that's pretty. It was different than we didn't showcase it in previous games. It was a new look, but it's pretty much getting to the same spots. So we just didn't put it on tape yet.
In retrospect, do you feel like the bye week was valuable for you in terms of like settling down and kind of letting things come to you?
You can say that. I mean, I feel like we taking play by play every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, every game is not gonna be my game, but I can impact the game in some way, form by blocking, standing plays. You know what I'm saying? Just being available for the quarterback when he need me. Is just it finally just came together for me as a complete game.
How do the four of you guys, like the starting receivers, you, X, Jacoby, and Isaiah, kind of feed off each other? You all had a touchdown today. How do you guys kind of mesh together as a unit?
It was a three-headed monster, but we created something different, a four-headed monster. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just go back to the me finally having a good breakout game, as you guys may say, but game by game, you never know who can, who can show up and be that guy for the team and be a difference maker for the team. So it was just, like we all keep that same standard and like same mojo. Like anybody, it could be anybody's game. And even when people like in the receiver room, like people see like we not really getting the urgency to, like just the body language. We do a good job of picking everybody up.
How much kind of follow up on that? Just like, do you see opposing defenses start like kind of getting frustrated because all of you guys can make plays?
Most definitely. Like it's pretty much it's difficult on the back end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can go certain coverages to try to slow down X, but then now the outside guy gonna come up and it's like we all present a little bit of different stuff, but we all present explosive plays in some way, form, in football.
How much fun has it been having Cam as your quarterback? And what of all the traits they had, what stands out most to you about the way that he's been able to operate these first 7 games?
His leadership on and off the field, just how he conducts himself, and just how he brings the offense in. Like you say like today for instance, we go up by 7 before half. We like, oh yeah. He just said to everybody, he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to dot him up. And for a receiver, like that's middle to our area. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what our offense is. It's just window shopping. Like, cause if you go man, it's pretty much gonna be a long game for you. So if you go zone, it's just window shopping.
Being a younger receiver, what does it mean to you to be able to have a guy like Michael Irvin on the sidelines just pouring into you every game?
His energy is amazing. I've been to like a couple schools like West Virginia and Houston, but the alumni wasn't really impactful like how Michael Irvin, Santana, Reggie, how all them like try to just they face being seen around the facility is amazing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's a legacy that they come back to. Like that's just what we trying to get to in our receiver rooms.
You guys went for it on fourth down from like your own 20. Like that's, I assume that is something you love, that level of aggressiveness.
Yeah, it's football. Especially with our offense, like you stop us 4 plays in a row, kudos to you. But I don't. It's once we start throwing out the personnel, it's just like, oh my god. And then we tempo with all tight ends. It's like, oh my god. And tight ends on the routes like receivers. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to stop.
Sam, what's it like to play in a track meet type game like this, where it just seems like whoever has the ball is going to score? What's that like, and does that put more pressure on you guys, knowing that you might have to answer for what Louisville did next?
I feel like that's what can be weight on your shoulders when you feel like every time you get the ball you got to score. You know what I'm saying? Like you pretty much just got to let the game come to you. And that's pretty much what I've been. you know, just relaxing myself on like the ball. When the ball find me, I don't have to be spectacular to make a big play. Like just be me. So you know what I'm saying, like, and we not really greedy in our offense. Like you know what I'm saying, like so we make a big play. Come on, let's just run the ball with Mark, or like run the ball with AJ, Damian. You feel me? It's just like as long as we put points up on the board, that's the end of the, like at the end of the day, that's all we need.
When you arrived for fall camp, the team was pretty close to set. I mean, all these guys had been through spring, or they were here in past years. How hard was that for you to come in, learn the offense, find your role, and just fight through? I mean, obviously, when you come in the transfer portal, you're looking to make a big splash. I mean, how hard is all that for you?
It wasn't really too hard for me because Dawson, you know, it's pretty much the same offense from Houston, and that's why I transferred. So it just evolved with a lot of more motions, a lot of more people being versatile with the routes. There's more packages that we couldn't really get to at Houston. But the offense was pretty much second hand. Kind of came in, knew it like, you know, first week, just adjustments, spikes, and then that's pretty much it.
You mentioned Damian and the running backs. I don't know how involved you were on some of those plays where like Damian just kind of carried the pile for 10, 20 yards or whatever it was. So, you know, one of his teammates on offense, just what's it like for you to see him just do that? How much does it inspire you guys to see him working with that?
It's impressive, you know what I'm saying? Just especially with our O-line play, like our O-line preach like run the ball, but we're pretty much in the air raid offense, but we kind of keep it balanced with, you know, with our running backs, you know, keep everybody happy. So you know, it's just we see it every day. We see it in the weight room. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we expect out of him.
Great. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.